Alright, hey everybody, Myo here. Yesterday I was playing a lot on Battle Spot. I didn't record because my cousins and uncle were over, and they're pretty loud. I mean, he's got like 3 kids, so all 3 of my cousins were over. They were playing with my dog and stuff. And it was just, I didn't want to try to record and have them screaming and yelling and the dog barking in the background. So here's one battle that I had. I ended up losing most of them, honestly. There was just a lot of people playing last night and early this morning trying to get their rating up. And for me, I did the exact opposite of get my rating up. I went down quite a bit, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and get right into this. This guy was like 1800 rating, almost 1800 rating, I believe. And basically, I'm kind of shocked at the outcome with this game, considering how many games I played against other people that were pretty low and I still lost to. So it just kind of goes to show you that rating doesn't always have to mean they're better than you. It doesn't always have to mean they're worse than you either. But I mean, I already knew that, so it didn't really surprise me too much. But as you guys can see, we're starting off okay. You know, Gengar's got that levitate, won't get affected by that earthquake. Wide guard unfortunately protects him. And then a knockoff comes out, take care of my Gengar. So he goes down pretty fast. I go for another earthquake. Get rid of it. He goes for a stance change. Flash cannon. Does that take care of my Mamoswine? I do not remember. Yes, it definitely does take care of my Mamoswine because it's a crit. I don't know if the crit mattered, but I feel like I've lived flash cannons from Aegislash on Mamoswine before. With like 20 HP. Alright, and he had a Mega Blastoise. That's one thing that I thought was pretty cool. Especially after my battle with Shuckles, seeing the Mega Blastoise. I might actually try making a team around Mega Blastoise. I don't think it's going to be my next team though. And then he just double taps out. Doesn't want to stay in against that Mega Kangaskhan. And I suppose Talonflame. I go ahead and predict here, and then I go for a fake out onto the Talonflame. King Shields. And I got kind of confused after I faked out that Talonflame. It didn't flinch, hit 2 times. And I just used Brave Bird. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention when I was playing. And that was the next turn or what happened. But it just kind of threw me off, confused me. And then I go for that Overheat because he already King Shield. He's not going to be able to King Shield again. And I luckily lived that Brave Bird, so I guess I just wasn't paying attention when it happened, looking back at it. But it didn't say he flinched on here either, so that kind of confuses me. Then I go for a return onto that opposing Talonflame, get rid of it, why not? And I think all he has left now is his Mega Blastoise. It's not Mega yet, but it'll be Mega soon, because that's the only thing he had that could be Mega. And then I think I go for a Brave Bird and a return. Talonflame used Brave Bird. I think he goes for an Aura Sphere on my Kangaskhan. I was kind of worried about that. But luckily that Brave Bird did a good chunk of damage. Unfortunately, you know, Talonflame gets taken out due to recoil damage, but that's okay. I mean, he's super frail anyway. When the Aura Sphere comes out onto my Kangaskhan, I saw that drop and I was like, oh my god, I just lost. But then nope, able to come back with a return. So that was a pretty good game, living with just Kangaskhan. Alright, and then today I tried to record, and unfortunately I had an issue with the capture card when I was trying to play and record. My computer tried to update, so it froze. So I got this battle against this guy, Kevin. He's issuing a challenge. Sent out Amoonguss and Tyranitar. I don't remember the rating of this opponent. I'm sorry. I'm still using my old team just because I was trying to see if I could get any higher points. But unfortunately I could not because I just didn't play very well. I should have just knew that there'd be a bunch of really good people playing today and taken advantage of just not playing today and keep my rating the same at like 1620 or something. Alright, so Rage Powder comes out. I didn't think he was going to Rage Powder the first turn, but I mean, looking back at it, it was super obvious. I was having some issues with my capture card at the time, so I tried to Thunder Wave the Tyranitar, and I protected with Talonflame, just assuming a Rock Slide would come out, but he actually goes for the Crunch on Meowstic. I feel like if I was paying more attention and not trying to fix the capture card, I would have played the first turn a bit better. But hey, it happens. I should have paid attention. Because looking back on it, I mean, Brave Bird onto the Amoonguss, just predicting. Because I thought I'd protect the Brave Bird, honestly. So, I mean, maybe I wouldn't have played it differently. And then, okay, he withdraws Tyranitar. And I'm still trying to, like, get the capture card working on the first, like, 2 or 3 turns. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. I went for the Fake Out on the Tyranitar spot instead of the Drain Punch, just because I knew that he could Rock Slide and KO my Talonflame and that Amoonguss could protect. So he had a really good lead. Really good start against me. Wish I played it better, but unfortunately I did not. And then I really should have foreseen that switch out into that Tyranitar. I just was not playing to the best of my abilities. Because it was really obvious that he'd do that, knowing that I could Brave Bird that slot. Since he just protected with the Amoonguss. Then Will-O-Wisp comes out, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I have a Lumberry. Not a big deal. And I think I go for a knock. Do I go for a knockoff on that Rotom? Yeah, because I figure it has a Citrus Berry, which it does. So we get rid of the Citrus Berry, which is always nice. I love knocking off Citrus Berries. And I don't quite remember what I do from here. Protect, probably predicting a Rock Slide. That Mega Tyranitar uses a Rock Slide. That thing did a lot more damage to my... Oh no, actually it didn't. What hit me with Scrafty? Because I thought the Rock Slide did a lot of damage to my Scrafty, but maybe it was something else. Oh, it was the flinch. That's what happened. It was a flinch. That was really big and annoying for me. I think it happened like 2 or 3 times this match. So I'm thinking, okay, better take Talonflame back because I don't want to take a Rock Slide with Talonflame. So I send out Kangaskhan. And Tyranitar's Rock Slide, and a lot of damage comes out here onto Kangaskhan. That's what it was. And then I'm pretty sure a Thunderbolt onto Scrafty KOs him. No, he lives with 1 HP, but he flinches and he couldn't move. That's what it was. Then he dies of the burn. He would have been fine if I could have Drain Punched. That was super big and annoying. Like, I could not believe that that happened. And then here he sends out his Amoonguss. And I believe I just Brave Bird into that Rotom Wash to get rid of it. At this point I was like, oh my god, 2 flinches in a row on Scrafty, which could have potentially changed the tide of this game. It happens. It's part of Pokemon. Unfortunately, I mean, I can't complain too much about it, because you guys have seen me use Meowstic with Swagger and Thunder Wave a lot. So, I was still pretty upset about it, though. Because I was like, oh my god, 2 flinches from the same move in a row. If that didn't happen, might have been able to win. I Drain Punched that slot because it was Tyranitar. And, you know, Amoonguss, I learned, okay, he has Rocky Helmet. This kind of sucks. Kangaskhan is hurt by the Rocky Helmet, not very effective. Hit 2 times. Sent out Tyranitar. I probably could have overheated the Amoonguss slot instead of Brave Birded, but I Brave Birded it. I don't know if it would have made a difference at all, because I wouldn't have took any recoil damage. No, I don't think it would have made a difference, because he could have just went for the Rock Slide, which would be enough to KO me. I mean, unless I avoided, but I don't think so. Wasn't in my favor. I go for the Drain Punch here, hoping that it KOs him. Does it KO him? I think it does. I was really shocked that I was, like, able to do that. Kangaskhan is buffeted by the Sandstorm. And then he sends out his last Pokemon that I haven't seen, and it had to be Conkeldurr. And I went for a return, because I thought he'd just go for a Mach Punch and finish me off, but he goes for a Drain Punch, actually. So, seeing that, I was like, oh my god, I wish I just would have went for a Drain Punch. I think I could have lived if I had a little bit more health, since my Kangaskhan's bulky, and then I could have went for a return next turn. And that's how I lost. But, I mean, I didn't play very well at the start, so it was still a good match. Still a very good match, very close. I could have potentially turned it around at the end, but I thought he'd just Mach Punch, because I thought that'd be enough to KO my Kangaskhan. But, oh well. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed both those matches. If you did enjoy, go to that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And goodbye, friends.